Good morning. For the week 2, we're going to talk about the types of tissue found in the body. There are 4 major types: epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous tissue. We're going to start off with epithelial. The types of cells that make up an epithelial cells are squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. These cells can be simple, meaning one layer, or stratified, meaning multi-layered. One side of the epithelial cell is oriented towards the surface of the tissue, body cavity, or external environment, and the other surface is joined to the basement membrane. You can find this type of cell in the esophagus. The second kind is connective. The special connective tissue consists of adipose tissue, cartilage, and blood. Other kinds of connective tissue include fibrous, elastic, and lymphoid connective tissues. Adipose tissue is fat. Cartilage is a dense matrix of collagen fibers and elastic fibers. And elastic fibers are bundles of protein, or elastin, found in extracellular matrix of connective tissue. And are produced by fibroblasts and smooth muscle cells in arteries, and are found in muscle cells and arteries. These fibers can stretch up to 1.5 times their length and snap back to the original length, and then when relaxed. Lymphoid tissue cells and organs that make up the lymphatic system, such as white blood cells or leukocytes, bone marrow, and thymus, spleen, and lymph nodes. The third one is muscle tissue, and it is characterized by properties that allow movement. Muscle cells are excitable and they respond to stimulus. They are contractile, meaning that they can shorten and generate a pulling force when attached between 2 movable objects. In other words, bones contractions of the muscles cause the bones to move. Some muscle movement is voluntary, which means it's under conscious control. For example, a person decides to open a book and read a chapter on anatomy. Other movements are involuntary, meaning they are not under conscious control, such as contractions of your pupil in bright light. Muscle tissue is classified into 3 types according to structure and function: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. Skeletal muscle is attached to bone, and its contractions make movement possible. Cardiac muscle forms the walls of the heart, and smooth muscle tissue contractions is responsible for involuntary movement in the internal organs. And the last type is the nervous tissue. It is characterized by being excitable and capable of sending and receiving electrochemical signals that provide the body with information. 2 main classes of cells make up nervous tissue: the neuron and neuroglia. Neurons propagate information via electrochemical impulses, and neuroglia play an essential role in supporting neurons and modulating their information propagation. Well, that's it for week 2. Talk to you next week.